Good afternoon, everybody. This is Daywalker 225XXXX, and this vid is basically about why you should kind of scope out a female before you agree to go out with her. Why blind dates really aren't such a good idea. Alright, let's get into this. The way that I ended up getting roped into this blind date with a female that I really didn't know, and it turned out to be a bad idea, had a lot to do with a friend of mine. He said he knew these girls and they were supposed to be fine, and he was asking me, look, I got these two girls, they fine, but I don't have anybody to go out with them, and I got one, but I need somebody to go out with the other chick, and I know you got a tight ass ride and whatnot, and let's go over here and let's go swoop them up. All right, cool, I'm down. They're supposed to be fine. Let's go over there and let's go tap this out. So we jumped into my Corvette. I had a black convertible Corvette at the time. Had the chrome ZR1 wheels on it and shit. It was a tight ass ride. I used to keep it clean all the time, keep it waxed. It was just a beautiful car. It was a thing of beauty to see out rolling down the street. In any event, we jump in the car, we ride, finally get to the part of town where these girls were supposed to be, and I'm sitting here like, man, this is the fucking hood, man. I don't know if it's such a good idea leaving my fucking ride over here where, a bunch of motherfuckers standing around smoking weed and shit. He was like, well, look, dude, we got to go around to the back, and there's a fence back there where they at, and those guys ain't gonna be able to hop that fence, and she gotta buzz you in anyway, so you'll be straight. All right, fine, whatever then. But I'm still gonna kind of keep an eye on my ride and shit. I just don't trust these motherfuckers. So in any event, we going on ahead, and we get out, and we go up to this girl's house, and this girl, actually it wasn't a house, it was an apartment. We go up to this girl's place, and when we get there, this chick, she was fat, she was just busted looking ass broad, and she's like, see, I got some handsome men's in here today. Well, what y'all two cute motherfuckers doing over here? I know who you here for, but who you here for? I was like, well, I'm just hanging out. He told me we would come over here to visit y'all. That's the only reason I'm here and shit. So she was like, well, all right, fine. So the whole time this big bitch was trying to check me out and shit. I'm, like I said, I'm a good looking guy. I'm kind of buff and whatnot. She over here looking at me, smiling all up in my face, and I'm like, motherfucker, I'm not having this. I'm nudging this motherfucker with my shoulder. I'm like, man, what the fuck is with this big bitch here? I ain't trying to fucking hit this. Thought you said they had a fine motherfucker. Where's she at? So he was like, so where's old girl at? She's like, well, she went to the store. She gonna be back in about another half hour or so. All right, okay, fine, whatever. So the whole time she trying to make conversation with me and whatnot, and I'm like, nah, I ain't having it. I ain't trying to holler at you and shit. So you could hear these little kids in the background. So I'm like, who's kids? And she was like, well, them two over there for me. The three over there is for the girl that he was coming to see, and the other two over there is for our other roommate that's in the back with her boyfriend. And I'm like, say what? And she was like, yeah. He goes, we all got kids. He didn't tell you that? I'm like, nah, actually he didn't. Okay, alright, whatever. So I'm just sitting there and I'm chilling. I'm like looking at this motherfucker like, motherfucker, I could just beat your ass for fucking even bringing me over here to fuck with these hood rats. I ain't even fucking into this kind of a fucking scene and shit. This ain't me, bruh. So he's like, man, just chill. Come on, we gonna get our dicks sucked. I'm like, motherfucker, what you mean? We ain't finna do shit. We about to get in our car and leave this motherfucker, and you can do whatever the fuck you gotta do, cause I'm really not feeling this chick. So in any event, while we over here kind of whispering back and forth, having this conversation and whatnot, little kid comes out and is like, we hungry. And I'm looking at the girl and I'm looking at the kid, and she's like, what you mean you hungry? I just fed y'all little fuckers not too long ago. Alright, well then fine, come on in. And she gets her big 2 tons of fun looking ass up and goes into the kitchen. And, you know, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, she hollering about she just fed these little fuckers, but I don't see no food containers, I don't see no pots, no pans, no dishes, no nothing on the stove. I mean, there ain't shit. So how the fuck did she just get done feeding them? That's crossing my mind. So in the meantime, she over here hollering about she just got done feeding them. She looks over the refrigerator and there's a cabinet there. And she goes inside of this fucking cabinet and she pulls out a bag of Doritos and a paper plate and puts it on there and gives it these little fuckers. And these little bastards ate that shit up like some steak and eggs from the Waffle House and shit. I'm like, these little motherfuckers look like they ain't eaten 3 days. You know, they done killed that shit. So, I didn't say shit about it. I ain't say shit about it. I was like, whatever, then fuck it. They ain't my kids. I ain't worrying about it. So, the next thing you know, she comes back out there and she was like, so, anyways, I got all these handsome men here in the house and, you know, you act like you don't want to talk to me. I'm like, I gotta figure a way to get the fuck out of here, man. My mind is, you know, turning like a steel trap. I'm like, man, let me figure out a way to get the fuck out of here, because I ain't finna fucking get involved in this bullshit here. This shit right here is some fuckery. So I'm like, you know what? I know how I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play it like this. So I told the little girl, I said, yeah, you know what? I do want to talk to you. I do want to holler at you. Let me go out to my car right fast. I got a camera and stuff, and you know, we can go in the other room and stuff, and I want to take a few pictures if that's all right with you. She's like, oh no, I love posing. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get freaky for you, babe. I'm like, all right, yeah, I like freaky. Freaky is good. So I said, I'm gonna go run down to my car real quick. I'm gonna be right back. So I went down to my car, and I opened the door, and I got in, and the next thing you heard was and I left rubber for about a good block and a half getting the fuck out of that. So the next thing you know, my boy calls me on my phone and he's like, man, what the hell you doing? I ain't got no ride. Motherfucker, that's your problem. I ain't got shit to do with that. I'm not fucking staying. I already told you I was ready to get the fuck out of that, bruh. I told you I wasn't feeling that chick, and I told you that wasn't no kind of shit that I like getting involved with, man. You know what? Find you a fucking way home, bruh. Real talk. Yeah, on some real nigga type shit. Fuck that. I ain't fucking chilling out there. You know? So he was all mad at me and shit. So I ain't give a fuck. So in any event, I went on ahead and I drove back to my place, and you know, I jumped on my fucking video game. I started playing video games and shit. So he came back like couple hours later and was like, man, you should have came that da-da-da. I said, yeah, well, you know what? I just missed out. Fuck it. I missed out, man. I wasn't trying to holler at none of them bras up in there. I said, all them chicks had kids. All them motherfuckers was hood rats and shit. That ain't what I get at, bruh. I got better shit to do with my time. Matter of fact, I'll sit in this motherfucker shooting shit on fucking PlayStation before I go over there and try and fuck with some chicks. You know what I'm saying? Ain't got shit going on with themselves. Got a house full of kids for 10 different motherfuckers. Nah, bro, that ain't me, bro. I ain't trying to hear that, bro. Nah, fuck no. So, in any event, that's pretty much my story. And like I said, it was my fault primarily for not scoping out the scene. I mean, I got mad at him, but it was my fault for not scoping out the scene better and finding out what I was getting involved with, because had I have been on top of my A game, as soon as we started headed toward the hood, I would have been like, man, we heading toward the hood. Oh no, fuck no. Let me turn this motherfucking shit around right now. I ain't finna go up in here. But at the same time, I was letting the little head run the big head, and that's always a bad way to go, fellas. You know, you shouldn't let your dick run your life. When you do, nothing but chaos can ensue as a result of that. Anyways, that's my vid, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you had a laugh or two. And that's about it for me. This is Daywalker 225XXXX signing off. Till next time, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.